What's up guys, dannyTV here, and as you could see, we've got the Jeep sitting on the rack. We've got it inside the garage. Needs a few touch-ups here and there from, I try to be as careful as possible, but you still make marks on it. We've got the Jeep chain down. I'm using the ratchet style binders over here on this side, and I just went across the cross member underneath here. Here we just went underneath the control arms. So we've got 3 on this side. And then we've got we just went around the control arms on this side because of the tank and whatnot. Can't really get the hook around this frame beam, so that should do. We are pulling this quarter this side this way anyway, so if anything I'll just throw another one here in the rear to bring that down. So here's a better view of the rust underneath. So I did pressure wash the motor. So the framework, we've got our support in and we've got our radiator, and it lines up really good on this side. I'll show you in just a second, but this apron here, it needs to go outside just a little. You can see where it's kinked up here. So we'll be taking care of that, and hopefully we can install our radiator and support, removing the fuse box. So we'll take off the battery and everything and remove the plastic under here. We'll do the same thing on this side. We'll remove all the ABS modules and everything and tuck it away just enough to where we can get plastic around that and cover that up. I'm going to paint these black all the way down. I know there's a lot of black in the front. Later on I'll just paint my steering and everything to color match the Jeep. Also, if you guys have any suggestions on how I should paint this diff cover, like what color I should go on the Spider, I don't know, I was thinking red, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. We clean this up on both sides so that we can get everything taped off in the engine bay, because the back firewall has a cover on it, so it's not gonna look so bad. And why I'm painting these black, and the fenders are like a flat black, textured black, so it's gonna look a whole lot better with everything just color matched to that. So yeah, I need to remove that and change this cover. It does have a few cracks in a few areas, and the back firewall, as you can see, has a cover on it and it's black, so it's gonna flow right in, and the fenders are gonna look a whole lot cleaner. So let me know if you have any suggestions on painting this diff cover here. If I should paint the Spider another color, kind of color tone this a little bit instead of all this black. So we've got everything chained down. We're gonna tighten up our tie downs here, which I like these chain binders a whole lot better. I did run out of them, so but these are actually not so bad once you figure out how to use them and which one's left and right thread on each side. They tie down a whole lot better. And this front apron out a little bit and see how that goes, then we'll move on to the back. And let me just kind of go see if I can get a better view of the actual rust damage. So it's actually not so bad. Most of this is in the open here. We can clean that up pretty easily. And with the axle, once I get the framework done, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up the axle as much as I can. Let me know if you have any suggestions for the exhaust I should run, if I should go with dual tips or single out, because I'm just gonna replace the whole thing. And you could see how bad it bent the track bar bracket here. So, but overall the axle doesn't look too bad. We're moving right along on the axle. It looks like this side actually had a newer style caliper, so I feel like in the rotors were replaced. So look how skinny and sway bar links are. The track bar is really skinny compared to the new Fox one that we got. So for some reason Fox provides the rear one but not the front, so we went with the different brand on the front, but that's alright. That's kind of what the pressure washer did. We did pressure wash this and it's not to get it done. We also on both sides have to straighten up this right here. We'll get a clamp on here and try to, or just get a, we'll see how that goes with the frame. We are ready to do our first pull. Let's see how this quarter panel, we do have some body damage over here, which we'll probably stick a clamp in here, pull it out, and then but we are getting our fenders in today. They're coming in, so I'll be sure to get a clip of that. Okay, so we've got this plastic cover underneath the wheel well. So now I just kind of exposed this whole piece up here up front that we need to paint and pull on. I forgot to mention I did take off the manifold to install the other control arm. I could not get the bolt to go through, so we did end up just putting some temporary bolts in there for now. I cut one and the other one came out, so just to be quicker we cut this one on the left side. So we just need a little sanding to do. Got a few spots of surface rust on the top here, so we'll go ahead and prime that, sand it, and just bottle can this gloss black to match our firewall and to really blend in with our fenders up top here. So I'll go ahead and do the same thing to this side, get some of this loose. Not as much though, since we're not replacing this cover here like we are on that side, so I'll just get enough to sand and tape all this back so that I could spray this in. I try to leave all the wires on the fuse box plugged in, and it wasn't too bad squeezing this thing out, but I'm sure I'm gonna have to play around with it to put the new one in. For now we're just gonna leave everything hooked on. I got it on a bungee cord to keep it away. So I'll go ahead and get some sandpaper, DA this right here, prep it for primer, prime it, and then we'll go ahead and paint it so that we can get our fenders and line those up. They did.